and we will get it going.
Sounds good.
There you go, Rue. Okay, let's go back and search.
Yep. This might be.
We are not live yet, but there's probably a delay, so we'll just go ahead and go. Alright, cool. So, when last we met our heroes, you were standing on the deck of the Golden Iris, victorious in battle over the corpse of a young blue dragon. You had looted the bodies, as Ezekiel likes to do so very often, and the newest member of the party had just been bestowed with a giant gem, and Nurum had acquired himself a fantastic magical robe.
That's right.
So
He's got
The dwarf dress.
yeah, dwarf in a dress. It's a thing. I was not able to find a appropriately hilarious artist rendering, so that is not in the chat for this week. But it is still. I'm still on the lookout for that. So that will be coming. The Golden Iris has progressed, and you guys are going along through the mountains, and things seem to be progressing quite well. We are. You have never had the Iris has never failed you. That is about to change. So Captain Tobias is going to come up to you, Ezekiel, and say, Ezekiel, I can't find Mr. Vandal. Have you seen him?
Not since we boarded the ship.
I have no idea where he is. The watch schedules are all wrong. He has just been derelict in his duties.
Oh
Hmm.
Can you help me? I know that you have spent some time with him. I know that you were a sailor in a previous life. Can you help me get organized?
Let's do this.
All right, cool. So we don't know where Vandal is. The only other character you guys have really spent any time with on the ship is Mr. Bacon, who's the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And he's willing to help. He's able to heal you guys if you need any healing while you're on the ship. But for right now, there's about 30 crew, and they need to be organized into 3 different watches. And Ezekiel's going to take the lead on this one, but you guys are going to be here to help him. We're going to run this like a skill challenge.
Cool.
The skills that are going to work for sure are persuasion and charisma, and then there is one other that escapes me for the moment. Give me just a moment to pull up the character sheet here. I believe it's going to be deception. We're going to be going. No, that wasn't it. Survival. So
Right on.
survival, persuasion, and charisma. Straight charisma are going to be the 3 skills that work, and then anything else that you can find in your skill set that you believe would help to either beat or cajole people into taking the watch that they've been assigned. You can tell me how you want to do that. So we'll go ahead and start with you, Ezekiel. What's your first thought in the matter?
All right. I raise up a fist holding my hammer with a little lightning crackling on it, and I say, "Yar, my hearties, time to get set. come join in, and I'm going to use persuasion to play on their overall sense of goodwill towards this place. I cast guidance on myself, so I get a 1d4 added on top of this. Thank God, because that sucked. How do I have a +5? Ridiculous. So I get myself a nice happy 10, and I am not nearly as persuasive as I'd like to be.
Okay. 10 is not going to be enough.
I get that.
But the crew is certainly they're certainly listening. They're not on the other side. They're not
Right on. They're not running from me.
below decks. They're not running away.
Cool.
Maul, do you have a thought about this?
I'm going to be a bit silly here, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
Is there a captain hat anywhere? The captain's
On
hat.
Tobias's head.
On the captain.
I don't know him, so I'm going to walk over there, grunt at him, take his hat, put it on Zeke's head, and then point at him and look at the crew and say, follow.
All right, that's not going to do anything for you, but Ezekiel, I'm going to let you re-roll your persuasion check.
All right, we'll give it another whirl. I got a 24. Apparently, it's all in the hat.
It's all in the hat. Time out. I will be right back.
I knew I was missing something. Sweet hat.
Just gotta go find that.
I love it. The mini I painted for the live game had a bandana. Now I feel like I should have gotten one that had a sweet tri-corner hat. I may break his head off and find one.
Oh my god.
I paint a lot of minis.
Gosh.
I have 300 or 400 minis.
Oh, so yeah. Maul is 7'9" and weighs 380 pounds.
That's a big dude.
Yeah.
It's
I
all
weigh
in the
almost
hat.
the same.
Yeah, it's all in the hat.
Nice.
All right. Nurum, what are your thoughts on the matter?
Let's see here. I want to use survival to determine, or using my survival skills to kind of see the dangers that lie ahead and assure the crew that any challenges we come across can be well met. Oh, we just killed a dragon, for God's sake.
Do it. Are you trained in survival?
I am.
Yeah.
I don't have much wisdom, though, but
Killing it.
It's good enough.
all right.
They are convinced that with the leadership of the replacement first mate and his band of I'm searching for the word that's more eloquent than ragtag, but we're gonna go with that for now. Adventurers, that you guys are gonna be able to get it done. Cool, Ezekiel.
All right, I'm going to use insight to find somebody that I think is a natural-born leader within their crew right now. And I'm going to essentially try to use insight to find 3 different guys that'll be great commanders for each watch that we need.
Okay.
And I'm then going to, again, talk them up, do the right thing, and I get my extra D4. Thank Jesus. Because I don't understand how with a +7, I roll a 9. Well, we're talking 11 now.
11's not going to be good enough.
Yeah, I get that.
You're not really sure exactly who was going to be good enough on the crew, but you have a decent idea that there are guys in the crew who are capable watch commanders. You're just not quite sure who they are.
Fair enough.
Maul, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm going to be honest. After what I just did, I was thinking, and Maul really doesn't have a clue what's going on right now. He just kind of figured it was important for everybody to listen to the person who helped him from death's door last game. So, unless somebody wants to tell him how he should help. He's just gonna sit on the deck of the ship, cross-legged, and start meditating.
All right. Nurum, what would you like to do?
Let's see here. Trying to look into my bag of tricks here, see what I can do. Let's see. Well, something that might help. Use my deception to lie to maybe some of the more slow-witted crew on stage that everything is fine, nothing has really happened.
Okay, cool. Do it up.
I'm
Sir
trained
quits a
in
lot.
that, but not much. Oh, I suck at lying.
We're having a day.
So the crew's going to start to disperse. They're going to kind of look at you guys and be like, meh. I mean, we could probably take on a dragon because these guys are pretty good fighters, but they don't know what they're doing. They're not really all that organized.
That's true. They're
Ezekiel?
not wrong in their assessment. Can I use insight again, or am I done with insight?
You get one shot with each skill.
Okay. I'm great with that. No, I'm not great with that, but I'll move forward. So I am going to call to Talos, the god of storms, and we are going to have a rousing sermon about how the clouds will obey and carry us forward if we believe. Damn it.
You using religion?
Huh? I'm using religion, saying a prayer, and then rolling guidance, and I'm getting a 9. Jesus Christ.
I mean, if you guys could roll over a 13, you would have been okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes the dice aren't with you.
Sometimes not. Sometimes
Even
not.
computer-generated dice.
Yeah. Maul, do you have anything to add?
Right now, he's a little bit irritated because the small one is talking too much. Not the small one, but the other small one. So he's gonna get up and find the biggest muscly person on the ship and point at them. Go, you skills now.
And so the biggest guy is one of the crew. He has an eye patch because he's a pirate, and one of his hands is not there, so he just kind of has a little nub. But the other hand's fine, and he's gonna hit you right in the chest. Just it's not gonna do anything. Like you don't take any damage or anything, but he hit you right in the chest.
Clearly not happy about it.
He doesn't like being given orders in like 2 words. He doesn't like that.
It was 3 technically.
Well, yeah, but
Maul is gonna bare his teeth and say to him, "I asked you a question."
All right. If you want to roll intimidation, totally works.
Okay. Let's see. I have a +2 to intimidation, so that's gonna be
D20 plus 2.
Nope. Is it lowercase d?
/ roll space.
Yeah.
Okay.
Check out my sweet, sweet hat.
It's sweet.
I'm totally wearing this to Gen Con. Oh, guys. Guys. All right. So the ship is going to go on for a couple of days, and things are just going to kind of get out of hand, and you're going to get a little bit off course. As you go off course, you're going to see the captain just kind of running around, pulling his hair out a little bit, and trying to take all the readings himself, and he's gonna ask Ezekiel to help him with the. They're in my pants. He's gonna ask Ezekiel to take the wheel.
Sure.
So Ezekiel, you have proficiency with water vehicles. Is that correct?
I do.
This counts as a water vehicle for the purposes of your proficiency, since even though it's an airship, it's still a ship.
Sure.
So go ahead and roll a check using your wisdom plus your proficiency for your tools.
At least I can drive a boat.
Yep. Cool. So you're not going to go quite as far off course as you had originally thought. Go ahead and roll one more time.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. You guys are good. Cool. So Captain Tobias... 27.
Yep.
Yeah, you're good. Captain Tobias is going to kind of rest his hand on your shoulder and say, Ezekiel, I was a little worried with that speech that you gave that that the crew was going to really fall into disorder. And things have been a little rough the past couple of days, but, I really think that with you at the wheel, I think we may be able to pull this out.
At least I can drive a boat, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that speech about insisting we were going to bed their mothers didn't turn out as well as we thought it did.
Nurum, I'm not sure that was the tack that I would have taken, but it's. I asked you to do it. I didn't do it myself, so I guess that's the risk you take.
What happens when you let barbarians talk?
It's true. That is true. All right, you guys see the map?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, cool. So,
we go here.
you guys were there. You went kind of over here by Spear Break Vale, and then up around Adrin's Pearl, and now you're heading in towards Ventilla.
Yep.
You guys are looking for Iron Slag, the stronghold of Duke Zalto.
Yes.
And Captain Tobias isn't really sure exactly where it is, but with Ezekiel's excellent navigational skills, you guys were able to find that. However, before you guys get there, does anybody have a passive perception over 15?
I do.
Okay. What is it?
16.
16? Cool. Cool.
And it's actually 17 now. I just haven't updated it
Okay. Cool.
when I leveled up.
Ezekiel, as you're steering the ship, you are going to notice you guys are about there.
Okay.
You see that?
Yep.
Mhm.
You guys are going to notice flying through the clouds a copper dragon,
Oh, it's a bitch.
an adult copper dragon.
Ooh, boy.
I pointed out.
When everyone else notices the adult copper dragon, it is going to come down and land on the deck of the ship, and it is going to polymorph into Mr. Vandal.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. And he's going to kind of shake himself off a little bit. Say, sorry, boys, I got a little lost there. You don't seem to be exactly on the course that I laid. What happened?
You, no one does it quite like you.
Well, the crew is afraid of me.
I can guess why.
Why? I never was able
Because
to
you're
figure
very
it out.
loudly spoken. Resonating voice helps.
It's my frightful presence, right? All right. So, Mr. Vandal wants to inform you that even though you're not at your destination yet, you are getting relatively close, but there is a small village tucked up into the into the side of the mountain, and it's about here by number 9.
Okay.
By Tigard Mountains. It's tucked into the side of the mountains, and that village is under attack. There are about
Save the village.
there are about say 50 bugbears that are currently attacking this village, and there is also with them a hill giant.
That is 50 bugbears too few. Let's take them down.
And he's also really happy to see that Lord Portico is still with you guys. Lord Portico, remember, is a cloud giant who had polymorphed himself into a human so that he wouldn't sink the ship.
Right.
So, because I'm not sure you guys can take on 50 bugbears by yourselves.
Yeah.
I mean, if you unleash Nurum underneath in their midst, I mean, Sir Critsalot may be able to take care of it. But
Perfect. Let's go do this.
Question.
yep,
With how heavy Maul is he doing any effect to the stability of the ship?
no, he's good.
Okay.
There are only like 2 people. There's like a bunch of people on the
Yeah.
ship.
The cloud giant is almost 30 feet tall and like
Gotcha.
4 or 5 tons. So he's beefy.
Full Giants is very big.
Yeah, full giants is huge.
Yeah.
So
You just a fatty. I think I know people bigger than you.
He's muscly.
Real
Like, he's
fatty.
really muscly. He's like, imagine a 7 foot tall Spartan type deal.
I mean, that's beefy. He's no cloud giant, smiling one.
Yeah.
Exactly. Let's do this.
All right. So you guys are going to steer the ship towards the village, and as you come upon the village, there seems to be about a 300-foot clearing, and most of that is going to be taken up by the village. There's no walls or anything. They pretty much rely on the mountains and the difficulty of reaching the village to keep them safe. There isn't a whole lot of commerce either. It's basically just the people in this village, and I mean, it looks like it's just been laid to absolute waste.
Do I remember there being a Vodentode piece here?
No, there's not a Vodentode piece here. Mr. Vandal was really just trying to be a nice guy.
No. I'm just curious why this village would be raided. I'm not concerned. I'm all for being a nice guy, but
He's not really sure. So
cool. Let's go find out.
What do you guys want to do?
Guys? I mean, I can either get in the thick of it with you guys, or I can sit on the top of here and just shoot lightning bolts. Whatever you want.
Seems like I'm better getting into the thick of it myself, using my beefy HP and my hopefully ability to roll 20s.
I assume we're not going to let the Golden Pearl get too close.
The golden iris is going to
Iris.
stay a little far back. It will. You can either use your storm sorcerer ability, or you still have the rune of Featherfall, or you can have them lower a rope ladder and then you can climb up the mountain or down the mountain. Or I mean, whatever else you want to do. I mean, hell, you can put
we have
yourself
kind
in one of the
a beefier
ballistas.
group here. I don't mind climbing down a rope if you guys don't. Maul, Nurum. I mean, Maul can pretty much get pushed off the boat and feather fall down. I'm not super concerned about Maul. But Nurum, what do you want to do?
I'm going to need to probably take a more careful approach to that myself, but I don't think I have anything in athletics to be able to...
You don't have athletics?
Sorry, what?
You're not trained in athletics?
I don't think I am. I mean, I do have strength, so I could probably use that.
I mean, if you're not trained in athletics, we can
By
just
a
set
plus
that aside. I
5
just kind of
strength.
assumed you.
He
You're
is
plus
not
5 to
trained
your
in
strength.
athletics.
No.
You have plus 5 to your strength, though. You said.
Oh, by
Yeah.
the way, Rick, add
Yeah.
Beefy, dude.
athletics proficiency onto mine
Okay.
because I was reading the Giants thing, and it's
Gotcha.
on there.
It's good. Yeah, you have slow fall anyway, so you're not gonna take that. Not gonna take that damage. So
But yeah.
All right.
I'll make it.
Nerm, we
make an
walk or
athletic
you want to use the? So you want to use the rune? What do you want to do?
I'll try to do athletics check.
And we don't have to, dude. We can paratrooper out of this. I don't care. We got the rune.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, we're gonna
Paul is
paratrooper out
gonna
of this.
walk over to the Vandal guy and be like,
Not sure we do that.
he's gonna ask very non-hostily
Okay,
if he heard the hill giant's name.
no, he was too busy trying to eat the villagers.
Okay.
All right, we're paratroopering down, dude.
All right, everybody, join hands, jump off the boat, crack the rune of Featherfall. You
Yep.
find yourself very quickly surrounded by bugbears. Everybody, roll initiative.
We never did figure out my initiative
your-
modifier.
Dex.
It's your dexterity.
Yeah. So
That is a...
There's not a whole lot of figuring out.
yeah.
Using my 20s too early.
Don't worry, my 2 isn't gonna let me win.
2 minus 1, right?
No, I rolled a 4. It's minus 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I wear armor for a reason.
So
Oh no.
no, you're good. You're good. We're gonna put Zeke down there, and then let's see, Maul, and then monsters 2 and 3, monsters 1. Nurum, you are surrounded by bugbears. There are 4 of them up in yo grill. What would you
How many
like to
do we
do?
How many in the field do we have in general?
There looks like there's about 35 of them left.
Rage
Yeah.
and attack.
This is gonna be a slog.
No, it's not. Just watch Sir Crits a lot.
Oh my god.
They're all dead. Every
You're
one of them.
beautiful. You're a beautiful man.
Nice big arcing swing there.
Yep. You take your axe, you kind of look around, giggle to yourself, and just cleave through all 4 of them. Monsters
There it is.
1 are going to run up and attack Maul with a 13 and a 6. Neither of those hit your armor class. And then Ezekiel, you are going to get a 23 and a 15.
23 hits.
You take 6 damage.
Okay.
And Nurum, you only get swung at once. A 16 does not hit your armor class.
Nope.
I assume these are non-magical, right?
These are non-magical attacks. They
Okay.
are mundane attacks. It's with a Morning Star, and it's piercing if that matters.
Bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing are all resist for me. So
Cool.
thug
Maul?
life, baby. Thug life.
How many do I see in my immediate vicinity?
There's 4 right up in your grill.
Okay. Let's see what I can do. Okay, so I have... I'm gonna... Let me see. You might have to pull up the stuff for this unless you didn't know it. I'm gonna spend 2 key points
Okay.
to cast or to do Fist of the Four Thunders,
Okay.
which casts Thunder Wave.
Sweet. Thunderwave does...
Thunderwave does 2d8 thunder damage and pushes back 10 feet.
Cool.
Save for half Constitution.
So their constitution kind of sucks. So they get +1. So they're going to roll as a group. And half of them make it.
Okay.
And half of them... Because that 17 was mine, right? Yeah. Yep, 17 and 9. So 2 of them make it, 2 of them don't. Roll your 2d8 for damage.
Okay.
This is the guy that you guys are fighting.
He looks like a bag.
Yeah, I mean, totally.
Ouch.
All right. So you're going to do some serious damage to the 2 that got hit, and they're going to get knocked back and fall down. And then there are more bugbears that are going to get all right up in your grill.
And I'm going to use my extra attack.
Okay, do it up.
Because monks are nasty like that. Okay, so that's gonna... Is it okay if I roll 2d20?
Yeah, each one of them can have an individual attack. Absolutely.
Off. Okay.
I was about to say you only get 2 attacks though if you roll if you spend another key point for flurry of blows.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's 1
But that makes
attack as
sense.
a bonus action.
Yeah.
I'll do that. So an 18 and a 7.
So 18 hits.
Okay.
No, it's 8. Okay, so those are... What's your attack modifier?
My attack modifier is...
Because it's dex, right?
No,
It's either strength or dex, depending on which direction he went.
my strength is it's a +4, I guess. Because my strength has a +4 modifier.
Okay. So the 7 is not going to hit, but the 18 is. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So let me roll damage for that.
No. Yeah, because they're... Okay. Yeah, their AC is 16, and 7 plus 7 is only 14. So...
They beefy.
Just a little.
Just a bit.
Not too
Thank
bad.
God we have Nerem.
They don't have a lot of hit points. So, you're good. To roll your damage for your unarmed strike.
Oh.
It's enough to kill the one that you hit, because he got
Okay.
hit before. So,
Gotcha.
yeah, one of them's dead, but there are still 3 and now 4 of them right up in your grill. So they are going to attack Nurum, Maul,
18 hit.
Maul,
Ow.
Ezekiel.
It's a hit if it matches your armor class, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
So
Then-
Ezekiel, you get hit once. Maul, you get hit
I don't
once.
get hit by a 17.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Nurum, you get hit once, and Maul, you get hit once. You each take 6 damage. Ezekiel?
I wade out into the slog of evil, and I raise my hammer above my head, and I call upon the Valkyries of the God of Thunder. Spirits surround me in a 15-foot radius, dealing 3d8 to anyone who starts their turn in the radius, or who's in the turn right now, and their movement is halved. They get a wisdom save for half damage.
Cool.
So 11 damage to everybody within a 15-foot radius of me.
Their wisdom sucks, so we're going to roll... Oh, sorry, that shouldn't have been a +4. It should have been a +0, but the 17 is still going to pass. That sucks. And does a 17... Or no, does a 16 pass your spell save DC?
A 16 is. Hold on. Yes. Just. Yep. 16 passes.
All right, so and
This
11
goes out
damage.
15 feet. So this is going to be every row of people 3 rows away from me if each people takes 5-foot space.
So 10 of them are going to fall down dead. The other ones don't look like it really.
And
bothered
Rick,
them
this
very much.
continues. Every turn they take, they have to make a saving throw or take damage from me at the beginning of their turn.
Wow,
If they're within my radius.
cool.
I am a storm of lightning and fucking vengeance.
You're a chipper shredder for bugbears.
Mostly.
Don't forget, as you cast your spell, you feel in your pocket a like a vibration, and like you feel a battle rage coming from your pocket.
What's in my pocket?
Minnie the Minotaur.
Oh, yeah!
What the? Wait, what? Explain this to me. I need to
I
know.
have a statue of a Minotaur that, when summoned, becomes a battle rage Minotaur.
Is it a one use, multiple use?
Once every 7 days?
It's twice per day.
No, whoa, really?
Yes,
That is not at all what I have written down. Okay.
it is
take
2x per day.
Okay.
If he gets reduced to 0 hit points, he pops back into his wooden statue form.
Oh, and that's when he doesn't come back for 7 days.
Okay. So as long as we keep him healthy, he keeps on popping in the battle then.
Understands common, speaks a little bit of it, but is fully sentient even when in the wooden statue form.
Cool. I like that about him.
And there's nothing about 7 days in there. It's 2 times per day.
What,
Not
so
even
when he
if he
dies,
gets-
he just comes right back?
He can only be used twice per day.
Dude, that is super sexy. Okay, cool. Yeah. Do your thing. And it's an action to summon him, right?
It is an action to put him into battle. Yes.
Perfect. Okay.
The Golden Iris is going to realize your plight and fire off their ballistas at the hill giant. You guys haven't gotten close enough to attack yet. They're going to kind of hit him once, and then the other ballista is going to I don't know if that's the right word, but the giant crossbow that you can put on a ship that needs 2 guys to load it. That's what
Yeah,
I'm looking
ballista.
for.
Yeah, that's a ballista.
All right, cool. That's what I
You
thought.
got
I
it,
was just
baby.
making sure. One of the bolts hits him. One of them doesn't. It does a significant amount of damage, but this guy looks like he can really take a beating. So, Nurum, back to the top.
Okay, how many of these bugbears do we have left around us?
There are 21 left.
All right.
They're all up in your grill. They're just kind of like mobbing around you.
Then I'm gonna keep swinging.
My name is Sarah Davenport, and I was wondering how close you're located to Bastion and Hawkeye.
14 hits.
14 does not hit.
What a 15.
AC 16, buddy.
All right. Nothing this time then.
But are you
Those are
You're
my extra
raging.
attack there.
you're raging, right?
Are you
I could throw on the reckless attack. I think I have to declare that first though.
But you get a +2 when you rage, though.
It is. Okay.
That
There, and there was
I thought the +2 is just the damage.
No, the +2's to attacks and damage.
5, 3.
Really?
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6,
You should be raging all the time.
2, 30.
Okay.
You are a mindless ball of anger.
All right then. Well,
In a dress.
that becomes a 16 and a 17 then.
They both hit.
All right. So I knew it did +2 to the damage and it did +2 to the attack.
I think it
I
does
feel
+2
stupid.
to the- No. Don't feel stupid. Let me look it up. I think it does +2. We're gonna say it does +2 to the attack for right now,
Oh,
because you need to kill some of these dudes.
So are these things flying insects or what?
No. They're bugbears. They are.
Like furry orcs.
Yeah, they're huge furry orcs. Think of let's see. Here we go. link in chat. So, rage.
All I see is it says you gain a bonus to the damage roll that increases you gain levels.
Okay.
I don't see
Oh,
anything
okay.
about attack.
All right. Well, never mind.
I've never actually fought one of those before.
All right. So both of your attacks miss.
Yeah.
Monsters 1 are going
Anybody
to...
within 15 feet of me takes damage.
All right. So let's do Constitution save. Nope.
It's wisdom save for me.
Okay, Wisdom save. Wisdom, because Wisdom I checked last time was +0.
Yep.
So 5 and 3.
Okay, they both take 3d8, which is 14 damage this round.
And they are dead. 10 more fall down dead.
Don't
They
start
are-
your turn, motherfucker. Don't start your turn.
All of the monsters that were going to go this turn have failed. Maul.
So how far away from us is the hill giant?
Maybe 30 feet, but there's 15 bugbears between, or no, 11 bugbears between you and Ruby. No.
I'm
Ruby,
not too worried about.
There are 11 bugbears between you and the hill giant. You're going to take a lot of opportunity attacks if you try to wade through this mess.
Don't worry about that.
What are you doing? Hi.
Maul is going to pull an object out of his pocket and shout Tebris.
Oh no! What are you casting here?
The erupting earth.
All right. So what does erupting earth do?
Its range is 120 feet.
Okay.
It says choose point on the ground that you can see within the range. Fountains of churning earth and stone erupt in a 20-foot cube centered on the point. Each creature must take a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
A creature takes 3d12 bludgeoning damage on a fail save, or half the damage on a successful one.
All right. So
an
the bugbears
additional-
have +2. So I'm gonna roll twice for the bugbears. So half of
And
them make it.
the point is centered in the middle of them so that it hits the bitch
Yep.
in the back.
And then the hill giant has +0 and he fails. So roll your
Okay.
3d12.
I'm in it. I was reading the second part, but in additional, the ground in that area becomes difficult terrain.
Okay.
Until cleared away, each 5-foot square portion of that room requires a minute to.
Whoa! And gone. Bye, Will.
Oh no.
Ezekiel, you still there?
Yep.
Okay.
We lost someone.
I'm making up a card for Minnie so I don't forget Minnie.
Yeah, I've wondered if you forgot about him because he hasn't come out in a couple games.
I thought I had to wait a week in between usage. That's totally just... I think I was reading a different figurine of Wondrous Power and just made the wrong assumption. That's on me.
That's fine. So Will's taking some technical difficulties, so I'm gonna roll his 3d12 for him. 3d12. Ooh. So that's gonna hurt. That's going to eliminate the rest of the bugbears.
Nice.
Mostly. I think there may be 1 or 2 left. Yeah, because half of them made their save. So, see, there's 5 bugbears left. And Sarah, can you come grab her? I'm sorry. Oh, okay. I didn't realize. I'm sorry. So, yeah, half the bugbears are still around. So 5 of them are still around, and the hill giant is going to kind of and take 30 points of damage.
That's huge.
Nice.
Maul, come back.
No.
Bye.
All right. So monsters
There
2.
you go.
There
He's
you
coming.
are. Hey,
You did good damage.
you
Thank
did
you.
super awesome damage. You killed half the bugbears. and the hill
Sorry, I
giant
don't know what
kind
just happened. Like everything just cut out.
of it happened to me a couple weeks ago. My internet literally like just gone. So yeah, the hill giant stumbled a little bit, and he's taken some damage. And you killed 6 of the bugbears. There's only 5 left.
Okay.
So plus 4 to. Or are you done?
No, I thought that was all I could do, but
You
can
can
do a
move.
movement action and a bonus action.
yeah. Let me read this real quick, because
If you move, you're gonna take attacks of opportunity because there's still a couple of bugbears right up on you.
gotcha. Nah, I'm not. I can't really spend any more points, so that's it.
Maul, or sorry,
And
Nurum.
anybody starting in within 15 feet of me?
Yes.
Wisdom
12
save.
damage. 2 plus 2.
0 for wisdom.
Yeah, you're right. Plus 0. So 9 and 13.
Nope.
So they all take 12 damage and get hit up in the face by the
By the meat grinder.
yeah. I mean, just thanks for ruining my stuff there, Ezekiel.
Oh, he's not
What
the
I
only
do,
one. Don't just
small
get mad
mobs,
at
like
him.
large groups of small mobs.
You were worried. You killed 35 bugbears in 2 rounds, 2.5
I was
rounds.
not worried.
It's not too bad.
So let's go freehand and Giant's gonna go there. Ezekiel, your turn.
I summon Minnie. Minnie, I choose you!
Poof.
I throw the Minotaur into battle.
Minotaur.
Does he get an attack or... Okay, he's got his own deal. Perfect.
He has his own initiative.
Love it.
I figured he was gonna roll higher than a 2 and less than a 9. I don't know, but we just put him right there.
Works for me.
Cool.
I like hanging out with him anyway.
Anything else?
Move action. How far away is the giant?
You're about 30 feet. You're gonna have to crawl over some difficult terrain and some corpses of some bugbears.
Okay, I'll get halfway there. I'm just kind of meandering.
Cool. Nurum.
All right. Sorry, I missed how far away he was again.
About 30 feet from where you're at. Difficult terrain,
Difficult terrain.
which means half movement.
I gotcha. Let's see here.
I just thought about something. If I was able to have charge, that would become really handy.
Yep. But you
I
don't.
thought I might try out this whole Robe of Stars thing here. I haven't tried casting a 5th level magic missile before, so bear with me for a second.
7d4. You don't roll attack, it automatically hits. 7d4 plus 7.
7d4 plus 7. High five.
Boom
That's
town.
nice. And then how many charges does it have? Does it have like 5 or 6 stars? Maybe 7
6,
stars?
I believe.
6. You have to remove one of them, and then that
Yeah.
becomes the magic missile.
So yeah, I'm grabbing one of the stars off my robe and I'm chucking it as a magic missile.
Awesome. Pew, 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 pew. 7 individual darts of silvery force strike the hill giant straight in the face, and he staggers back a little bit, and he seems to be perturbed by this. He did not like that. The giant is going to close with you, Nurum, and swipe at you right in your little
Dwarf
little
face.
face. So he has a +8 to hit.
He's got to bend over to do that. Just realize this.
Oh, absolutely.
Just a,
Like he's
just a giant toddler bending over to take a swipe at a bug.
he's hunched over like with his hand on his knee, and he's got his big old like stone or hill giant club, and he's like trying to play whack-a-mole. He's going to hit you with his fist, so he doesn't have a club. I'm sorry, that's fine. 22 versus AC.
Yeah, 22 hits.
You take 18 bludgeoning damage.
I am currently raging. Does that reduce it, I think?
Yep.
By
You
half.
take half, and I would have gotten advantage if I needed it.
Alright.
Yep. He does not have multi-attack.
You said 18, right?
I did.
Okay. Making sure I got that right.
Yep. All right. Cool. Maul.
Is he still bent over?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I want to plow into the side of him, hopefully knocking him over.
All right. So he's going to make a dex save. And he is going to fail. Make me a strength check.
Okay, so that's going to be a D20 plus 4, right?
D20 plus strength. And are you proficient in strength saving throws?
I will check.
I believe you
should
are.
be. Strength and
Yeah.
dexterity.
Yeah, so you add 3 and 4, so D20 plus 7.
Okay.
All right. So you are going to run up, and you are going to plow your face into the giant's knee. And instead of hitting him in like the hip and chest as you had intended, your face is just going to bounce off of his knee, and he's going to look and just sort of giggle at you. Puny half giant. All right. Anything else?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna do it. Okay. So I'll be left with 1. For my extra attack, I'm going to activate.
You only get to make a flurry of blows bonus attack. You don't get to
I
activate.
have extra attack.
Huh?
I have extra attack as a monk.
Yeah, if it's 5th level, it gives you an extra like regular melee attack. You don't get to use other activations and stuff like that if it says it takes an action. Your extra attack means you
But
get.
I've only
two
made one
attacks with an
action though.
No,
Right. So
yeah,
attack is your
you
action.
can make another attack.
You get to make another attack,
Yeah,
and then
activate
and
things
then
necessarily.
you get to take a bonus action as well.
Well,
I'm
it
sorry,
doesn't
dude. I
say-
should have jumped out. I don't even know what you're doing. I apologize.
Yeah. I was gonna have Maul looks up at him, says "fuck you" and giant. Does a sweeping cinder strike for 2 key points. So that's burning hands on that bitch.
All right. What does burning hands do?
I do not have it up right now. I just have my
Let's see.
skills.
Burning. Burning. Burning hands. 15-foot cone.
3d6 fire.
3d6 fire. There you go.
Save for half with a dexterity saving throw.
Dex is not good for this guy.
Because he's a giant.
Yeah. But he rolled a 14. So I think he passes that.
Well, his saving throw is going to be based on his wisdom modifier. So whatever
Mine?
Maul's wisdom modifier is, plus his proficiency modifier, plus 8.
So
That
12.
would be
no, 13. So he just made it. So roll your 3d8, and he'll take half.
Okay.
It burns, it burns, it burns. All right. Minnie.
Minnie is going to do his goring charge. 15 hits.
15 hits.
Okay. He does 48 plus 4. That's 14 charging damage. And Minnie's up in his business.
Cool. Ezekiel.
I walk up with Spirit Guardians on. It doesn't matter until his turn.
Okay.
And I am going to hit him with my hammer. Because if I had a hammer, I would in fact hammer in the morning with a 26.
Yeah.
All right.
When a 15 hits, I'm not really worried about a 26.
Yeah. I'm going to add on all my lightning damage to this as well.
Okay.
So I got the weapon damage plus the sapphire damage. So 21 damage for me.
All right.
And he is in difficult terrain with my Spirit Guardians. And I am right there too.
He doesn't like the Spirit Guardians at all.
I
Nura.
get that.
He's close his distance with me, right? Because
Yeah, you're right there, whacking the mole.
And doing my thing, doing my melee attack here. First one, that's
Yeah.
the second one. Those both hit.
Yeah.
I don't even know why you make him roll anymore.
He missed both times last turn.
That's true.
Yeah.
He did. You're right.
Or not last turn, but the turn before that.
Yeah.
He should just pick his damage every round.
So 33.
He is not feeling great. He's really, really hurting. Is a wisdom save, is that right?
It is a wisdom save.
This guy's wisdom is -2.
Oh, okay.
8.
All right. He takes 14 damage.
I mean, he's not doing good at all. Maul.
Yeah. I'm going to hammer fist him in the back of the knee.
That sounds dirty.
Exactly what I was thinking.
I heard you
Filthy.
giggle, Andrew, and I was like, well, I better say it.
I'm going to hammer fist him in the back of the knee for the first attack.
All right.
So I roll a... And then I add 4 to it, so...
You had 7.
Oh, 7?
Your strength plus your proficiency.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Does not hit. Make an unarmored strike. So another d20 plus 7.
Okay. Oh my god.
Nope. Sorry, buddy.
I am off. Like,
It's okay.
I'd be better off rolling the actual dice. Fuck this.
We've had a really bad dice day today.
Yeah. Minnie.
14 from Minnie.
14 on the nose.
Okay. Minnie is using his mini battle axe. Minnie does 21 mini battle axe damage.
Minnie is going to kill the hill giant.
Like a boss.
Nice.
It's super effective.
He moos at him loudly.
He takes him off right at the knees.
Oh.
That's amazing.
Minnie's actually a large class creature, so Minnie's fucking huge.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
I mean,
It's like a fat guy named Tiny.
Mm-hmm. Well, Minnie the Minotaur.
Yep, it's pretty awesome.
All
So
right.
the hill giant kind of falls over, and Minnie's axe is just like buried in one of his knees. He's like his face is kind of covered in gore. You can tell he's been eating. His most of his attacks were fist grab and then eat. So his face is kind of covered with, and he wasn't discriminating whether it was a bugbear or a villager. He didn't really care. The hill giant seemed to have been just kind of out of his
Hungry.
mind.
I have never been that hungry.
Yeah, he was hangry, wasn't he?
I don't know that murderous rampage counts as hangry. That seems a little gentle.
All right.
So, what do you guys want to do?
Loot the bodies.
All right. So on the bugbears, you are going to find all of the leather armor and morning stars that you could possibly ever want. You're going to find a total of 100 gold pieces and 5 100 gold piece gems.
Okay.
If you care what color they are, I will make it up.
I don't think anybody does.
Okay.
Guys, split it. That gives us 600 gold total, right?
Yep.
There's 3 of us, so everybody gets 200 gold worth of swag. If anybody wants the gold versus the gems, just shout it out.
The hill giant also has cuffs. He was. It looks like he has broken out of some sort of restraint.
Nice. Are the cuffs magical at all?
No.
Okay.
They're really fucking big.
Right on. And he had nothing on him, just it looks like he broke out of jail.
Yeah.
Let's try to figure out where they came from.
Okay. Are you guys going to go into the village?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Cool. So as you
I
go,
love how they're just dragging Maul around at this point because he feels obligated to repay a debt.
as you guys go into the village, you're going to find some villagers still in their homes, just kind of huddled under tables and hiding under blankets and in root cellars and stuff. They're initially a little skittish for you to come out, and meet you, because they're not sure if more adventurers means more death or saving them from whatever was happening. So
I'm going to preach to Talos in the town square to try to get people back out and hanging out.
all right, they are
16.
they seem to be a little bit more receptive to you guys once they figure out that Ezekiel is a priest.
And the spirits are surrounding me for 10 minutes from the beginning of the fight, so I got spirits hanging out in a giant minotaur.
You got some spirit guardians, and you have an actual guardian in the
Hanging.
form of Minnie.
Yep.
Nice.
Preaching the good word. Praise Talos.
Nice.
Praise Talos.
Nice. All right. So the mayor of the town is going to come up to you guys, and he is going to address Nurum directly because you seem the least threatening. I mean, you're wearing a dress.
Long
So
cape.
how threatening can you really be? Adventurers, kind gentlemen, thank you so very much for your assistance.
We're happy to help.
What brought you to save the day? I saw the airship. Those are rare. How did you find our secluded village?
We just happen to be flying by. We're actually heading towards Ventilla.
Ah, okay. Most of our trade comes through Ventilla. We grow fine crops here, but it is very difficult for us to get them to market. So, Ventilla being the closest large city, we know it, or at least I know it quite well.
You do? Okay. Well, we're looking for something near Ventilla, not exactly in it, right? I can't remember exactly where. It was on the outskirts of Ventilla, right? Where we're looking for.
Yep.
Iron
slag.
Iron slag. Yeah, iron slag.
Oh no. And the mayor kind of cowers back. Why would you go there?
Somebody's done some bad things. We need to take care of it.
Very bad things. Only evil comes from that place.
We look to stop it.
And
Hey, Rick.
yeah,
How tall is the mayor?
maybe 5'7". Normal human height, 5'10".
Damn, I was hoping he was shorter.
He's
I crane my neck up and say, "We hope to stop it."
he's looking down at Nurum. So, yeah, only evil comes from that place. We avoid it at all costs.
There's something specific that's been coming from there lately.
Fire giants. They're
Fire giants.
assholes.
Yeah, we've encountered quite a few of them lately.
So they're assholes. But
Yeah,
you probably aren't scared of them like we are.
we've taken out a couple here and there.
Maul reaches down and pokes Nurum on the head and points to the carcass of the hill giant. Ask.
Now, where'd this thing come from?
It didn't come from Iron Slag, because only fire giants come from Iron Slag. But I'm not exactly sure where it came from, but it was probably after something that we have in the town hall.
What do you have in the town hall?
Well,
If you don't mind me asking.
I mean, you did save the town, but I'm not really sure that. I don't know. Not sure I really want to show you.
Maul starts walking
Did we
towards
already
the
do
town
it?
hall.
Did we already do a vote and toad check?
Yeah,
It was
no
not
piece
on the
vote
list
and
of
toad here.
Toad sites.
There's no piece of the vote and toad here.
Maul just starts walking towards what.
Hey! What are you doing? Where are you going?
I cast Persuasion with guidance to go up and try to get this guy to not freak out. He gets a 14 Persuasion. It's okay. Don't worry.
Okay, let me go show you. And he sort of runs and gets in front of Maul and opens the doors to the town hall and like graciously lets you in as if you hadn't just like talked him into it. He's gonna take you into the basement of the town hall. But this village, even though it's very small, takes great pride in their craftsmanship. So the basement of the town hall has 20-foot high ceilings. So Maul, you're gonna fit with no trouble.
Yeah.
And in the basement of the town hall is a almost like a museum case. Velvet ropes are going to cordon off a 10-foot or a 10-foot square, and in the middle of the 10-foot square, I'm sorry, a 15-foot square because there's 3 on each side and then 1 in the middle. And in the middle square is a 5-foot by 5-foot by 3-foot high, like plinth almost. It's a really short plinth, and then on top of that, for another 2 feet, is a glass square. It's not a dome, but it's like a cover, glass square cover. And in the middle of that, there's a little. I'm not flipping you guys off, I promise. There's a little metal cylinder, and on top of that little cylinder is an amethyst.
What is this that you have here?
This is probably what the hill giant was after. This is the hill amethyst. It is from what the wizard said that we had identify it. You may have met him. His name's Nathaniel, and he's a traveling wizard. From what he said, this is how the hill giants determine who their chief is.
Yeah, that could cause you some trouble.
No?
We didn't think they would kill everyone.
How did you come to acquire this?
I found it.
Where'd you
Hill
find it?
giants aren't known to be peaceful when they have their transitions of leadership.
Nope.
Yeah, leadership across the giants in general is kind of in chaos right now, so...
Rick, does it look like the other stones we found?
You can tell that it is similar, but it looks nothing like them.
Okay.
Maul walks over to the case.
Wait! What are you doing? The mayor is like pushing against you, trying to stop you, but he's I mean, clearly ineffective.
We're not thieves. These guys have done us no wrong. But, Mayor, you are going to run into a lot more problems if you keep this. The Giants are agitated right now.
Maul takes his hand and puts it in front of the glass outstretched, as in to gesture to give it to him.
What do you mean agitated?
Right
Mayor's
now,
kinda
they're
pretending like
going
Maul's not
into a hierarchical ceremony to redo the ordning. I don't know if you have any idea what that is, but essentially, they're all vying for power. So the Giants internally are very agitated.
So bad time to be holding on to the Hill Giants' crown, essentially.
Essentially. You're
Yeah.
putting yourselves at risk for more of this.
That's not good.
And on top of that, you may end up with a fire giant coming for it, or any number of other giants, just because they're going to try to get the Hill Giant King on their side during the ordning.
Right.
These pieces specifically give them a lot more power in these conclaves.
Oh. And the mayor looks like he just pooped himself.
Give.
He's going to snap his fingers, and he's going to say, "All right, come back upstairs. We'll get this figured out."
Sure.
And
All right.
so he's going to leave. And
Cool. I go up.
there are going to be like a team of like 20 townsfolk that come down into the room, and they're going to look at you and wait for you to leave.
I leave. We're not robbers. We're not thieves. This
Yeah.
is their piece. They found it fair and square.
Okay.
If they want to keep it, it's on them.
So once you guys are all out of the room, they're going to you're going to hear some clanking and some you're going to see some bright flashes of light, and you're going to smell some really nasty stuff. They're clearly disarming a legion of magical traps and safeguards. And one of them is going to come back up, just covered in white powder.
Oh no.
So he kind of looks at Nurum and says, "Please don't ask." And he's going to hand Ezekiel a small wooden box.
Cool.
Maul outstretches his hand.
I take a look inside. What is it?
It's the amethyst.
Is it the same kind of item we've been seeing? Is it weaker? Is it different?
So this is the Hill amethyst.
Uh-huh.
This purple gem has the giant rune of Hill engraved upon it and glows gently in your hands. By itself, this stone has the ability to cast the spell Destructive Wave once per encounter as a 5th level spell with no material components. The word of power to activate the spell is Underhill.
Okay.
Crafting this item into a piece of armor or shield provides the following bonuses: +1 to AC, and you cannot be knocked prone except by magical means, failing a Dex or Constitution save. Cannot be transferred, and if the gem is removed after crafting, it is destroyed. Crafting this gem into a weapon or spell focus provides the following benefits: +1 to attack and damage, and the weapon is considered magical. Once per encounter, the weapon can deal an extra 2d10 thunder damage to the target of an attack that hits. The target and any adjacent creatures must make a dexterity saving throw. Failing the save knocks them prone. Passing the save does nothing.
Cool.
That's pretty impressive.
All right. So in theory, it's the exact same piece as the pieces we already have.
It's just
from the other
tiny.
clan. It's just for the Hill Giant clan.
Yeah.
And we probably need to hold on to this.
Well, we probably need to forge it into our armors and weapons and what have you, like we've been doing with every other fucking crown we've caught.
True.
Probably
Basically,
true.
right now, we can run the giant ordning.
You don't know that, but
I believe it, though, right here.
you can go right on believing it. Don't stop believing, baby.
Maul still has it. Maul is still just standing there with his hand outstretched towards Zeke.
The townsfolk is going to kind of try to give you a high five.
We give them all high fives.
Yay! Slap hands.
We all slap hands. Good times.
Slap hands.
Once we get out of the way, we can all talk. So I assume we're going to head out.
If you guys want to skedaddle, that's cool. The mayor is kind of looking at you expectantly.
Yeah. Like we should go.
No, like he is expecting you guys to ask some questions or like have something to say or maybe thank you
Oh,
or like what
well-
you're going to do with it.
Oh, we're going to take this and we're going to take over the giant ordning. We're going to stop everything from happening. I show him the stone in my hammer and the stone in his sword.
I'll show the one in my axe.
Yeah, or sorry, your axe. I said we're currently taking these to take over the crowns of all the giants.
I'm not sure that these are giant crowns. They're sacred artifacts. The hill giants are, well, they're not known for their intelligence. They see objects of power as the means to the right to rule. But the other items, while they are closely associated with their respective giant types, aren't necessarily crowns, so to speak. Powerful artifacts, yes, and closely tied to each of the giants, but I don't know that they're necessarily all.
At this point, we're trying to weaken the evil giants before the ordning to make
Yeah.
sure that the ordning stays the way we need it to stay.
Well, if you can do something about those fire giant dicks over in Iron Slag, that would be much appreciated.
Can you tell us how to get to Iron Slag?
Absolutely.
Perfect.
So you know where Ventilla is.
How to get
Get to Sesame Street.
Perfect.
You know where Ventilla is?
In theory.
So Ventilla sort of comes around like this. Iron Slag is about 100 miles south and west of Ventilla.
Okay.
So, right as the Vormeron River begins to bend, that's where Iron Slag lies.
Will it be visible from the sky?
I mean, 400-foot tall iron doors are going to be visible from the sky.
Perfect.
All right.
You know of the stairway?
What of the stairway?
So the doors are 400 foot tall, right?
Right.
There is a 500-foot long stairway leading up the side of the mountain. The top of the stairway leads to a village of seemingly friendly yak folk.
Seemingly.
There are many different stories about them, and we're not sure exactly whose side they're on. Like I said, we avoid this place like the plague. We go as far around Iron Slag as we can. We actually come in by ferry across on the other side of Ventilla. We don't go anywhere near Iron Slag
Gotcha.
because those fire giants are dicks.
So we may or may not run into trouble getting in there.
Plan on trouble, whether it's getting in or once you're in. Plan on lots of trouble.
Well, yeah, we assumed once we were in. So is everybody else thinking? Head straight there, or should we head to Ventilla first? Like, is there anything we need in Ventilla specifically?
Not that I know of.
All right.
Oh, thank the mayor.
Yep.
Well, Amethyst in good hands with us.
I give him a 100 gold piece gem, and I say this will help you guys rebuild a little bit.
Thank you. Much appreciated. Cool. So you guys get back on board the Golden Iris?
Yeah. I need to take a restroom break real quick, if that's okay. So, not to break character or anything here.
You're good.
Cool. All right, Maul, why do you want this thing?
Half hill giant.
He is half hill giant.
Okay, but it's not like a quest thing or anything like that. You're just interested in getting that?
Yeah.
Because you have armor or weapons to put it on?
No, he doesn't have any armor or weapons.
All right. So you already have one of the giant ones that you use once a day as a spell. This would be
Yes.
basically a spell for you as well.
Yes.
We'll see if Nurum wants it, and I don't care. We can roll off for all I care. I wouldn't mind putting in the armor, but Rick, what does it do for armor? Rick's gone.
No, I'm here. I'm just
Okay.
stretching.
What did it do for the armor? It was not getting knocked prone.
You can't be knocked prone except if you fail
Wisdom,
a
reflex, or
Constitution
something.
or Dexterity save, and it
Right
has
on.
to be caused by a magical effect,
Right on.
and +1 to AC.
Right.
And what's the damage?
It's I think it's 2d10. Yeah, 2d10 thunder damage, and everybody adjacent has to make a dex save or be knocked prone.
Now, Rick, could I put that on my weapon as well as the lightning one?
Sure, they stack.
Oh, fuck. I really want this. So I will totally roll off, but
And there's only 6 of them, so that's the last one.
right on.
And
Because
everybody's
thunder
got
and
one.
lightning would be brutal.
Yeah. There's lots of magic items in the game in this particular game, so you guys will get stuff.
Oh, I'm not super concerned. Durham, you can stack this on with your weapon, so how about we all just roll a d20 to see who gets it?
Fair enough.
You can stack on with what you already got. You can put it on your armor. You can put it on your socks. I don't care.
I mean, Nurum doesn't wear socks.
I mean,
just
I do
assuming.
feel like a roll off against Nurum is basically just giving him the item, but
Nurum is greedy. I'll give him that.
I mean, he is a criminal.
it
Yeah,
happens.
that's Treasure Hunter.
Fair enough.
Sorry, Final Fantasy VI reference if everyone gets it.
No idea.
Nope.
Look up Locke when we're done here.
Everybody roll a d20. I got an 18.
Nurum, you bastard.
Oh!
So close, Maul. So close.
Roll again, Matt.
What am I rolling against you for?
You're rolling against me. See who wins.
Okay.
He crossed you, DM. He crossed you.
Slash, slash. Slash, slash. All right, Nurum, you have the Hill Amethyst.
Maul looks at you and says, "Use well."
Okay. I'll have to remember what everything was for that as well.
I'll
But
send you an email with the PDF of it.
yeah. I don't think I'm going to make a decision on that just yet, but
Yeah, you don't have to. No
at
big
least
deal.
for now I can still cast the spell anyway, so.
All right. So as you guys get back on the Golden Iris, Captain Tobias is going to come up to you and say, "Hey, what happened in the village?"
Hold
We
up the
found this.
amethyst.
Sweet. Can I have it?
We've already had quite a bit of fighting
I
over
think
this
you
right
just
now.
lost your roll.
He did.
You were very close to winning, though, Captain Tobias.
He did.
Maul takes the hat back off of Zeke because nobody said it got taken back and puts it back on Tobias's head.
I wasn't going to take it off.
All right. So where do you guys know where Iron Slag is yet?
We do.
We do.
Sweet. Ezekiel, do you think you could guide us there?
I am positive.
All right.
Who dat?
Let us go and tally forth to Iron Slag.
100 miles south and west, right on the bend of the river.
Who's the blue person?
Boat
That's Captain
driving.
Tobias.
Oh,
He is an Air Genasi bard.
I got a 24 for boat driving.
Yeah. Straight on course. Second star to the right and straight on till morning.
That's how I roll. Straight on till morning.
Nice. Anything you guys want to do on the ship before we come up on Iron Slag? Anybody need to take a rest?
potions, right?
Yeah.
I still have a handful of standard healing potions.
Maul's got nothing.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are gonna have 2 days of travel. So if
Well, I
you want
give you 2 standard healing potions.
Okay.
if you want to switch out your spells, you can totally do that.
This
If
is
you
a
want
long
to,
rest time then.
Long
Yeah.
rest.
That's
you get
full
that-
health.
you get
or-
that good rest,
Dice
that
first.
long rest,
That
full
good rest.
HP.
All right. And it's a couple of days. It's roll 1d6 6 to reappear the stars, but I only lost one anyway, so I'm just going to assume they're all back.
The only time you have an issue getting the stars back is when you're inside or underground. In order to get the stars back, you have to be under the night. You have to spread the cloak out under the night sky.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So if you guys are in Castle Ravenloft or something like that, it won't work. Or if you're in the Underdark, the stars become much more precious. But at this point, you're good.
Okay.
Does Maul, through wandering the ship, eventually find the armory?
Absolutely.
Does he find anything that he would think be of use to him?
I mean, there's some monks have proficiencies with quarterstaffs, so if you want a quarterstaff, you can totally get one of those. You can get a short sword too. I mean, there's nothing magical in there.
Okay, he'll take a short sword and a quarterstaff.
Cool.
Is there any spare heavy duty cloth?
Yeah. I mean, there's all kinds of sailcloth and extra rope and stuff.
He's gonna take some of that too.
Okay, cool. So you guys are on your way, and you are going to come across. Whoop! I lost the chat. There it is. You are going to see Iron Slag.
It's giant doors and even longer stairs.
Yep.
I look at the stairs, and I look down my tiny dwarven legs, and think, it's going to be a long walk.
Small one. Picks him up.
Don't trip on your robes.
Maul picks up the small one, puts him on his shoulder.
Thank you, good sir.
I can just see the cloak falling almost all the way down Maul's back. That's awesome.
Maul has a robe of the stars too now.
And a second head.
Whoops. All right, so right in the middle are these, giant 400-foot tall double doors made of iron and just completely covered with arcane runes and symbols. They're about, 30 feet wide each door, so it's a total of 60 feet there. And then about 100 feet to one side is the beginning of a stairway. The stairway seemed to be carved for normal human-sized feet. So Nurum, you would have definitely had a tough time, and Maul, it's going to be no big deal for you.
Cool.
All right.
Small one hindrance.
All right. I'll jump down.
No, you would be a hindrance by being on the ground. That's why he picked you up.
Cool. Are you guys going up the stairway?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
Everybody make survival checks.
That is going to be
Wisdom, and if you're proficient.
okay.
All right, you guys are good. You're going to get to about 100 feet up, and you're going to come across a cave in the side of the mountain. It smells dank and like rotting flesh. Not undead, but like leavings and like rotting animals. You're going to see some bones out front, but it's going to be really dark inside. Nurm, you don't have dark vision, do you?
I have dark vision.
Okay. If you look
My
in a
fists
little...
are glowing with fire too.
What's that?
My fists still have continual flame on them.
Okay, cool. That's 20 feet of bright light?
30 feet, like a
30
torch.
feet? Cool. So you're going to see a couple of sleeping lions in the cave.
Animal, what was it called? Make friends.
Nurum, you need a mount.
Unfortunately, I don't have that skill. I don't think.
All right, so sleeping lions.
Yep. What do you guys want to do?
You have been looking for a long time to make animal friends.
I got my minotaur. I'm good. I don't think I could ride a lion. I think you're the
Maul
appropriate
starts
size to ride a
walking.
lion.
All right, make a stealth check.
That's something to do.
Okay. That's definitely something to do. Let's see.
If you're in plate mail, you get disadvantage on stealth.
I'm not wearing anything.
All right, talking to
but a
Nurum.
robe. He's on my shoulder.
What about half armor?
Yeah, Maul's in half,
sorry,
or Nurm's in
breastplate.
half plate, so he doesn't get disadvantage.
Okay.
Plus, I am proficient in stealth.
What?
He's
This
a criminal.
Urba background.
Right on. I don't think I'm going to trust your rolls anymore. I think you're cheating and lying. I didn't realize you were a criminal.
Yeah, so you guys all make it, and you go up another 100 feet, and you are going to come across a 30-foot wide clearing. That there's like a little fire ring and what looks like the leavings of a campsite, but there's nobody there. Like there's no tents or anything. It just looks like people have camped here before.
Neat. I loot the camp.
Okay. In the camp, you are going to find a small wooden box that was wrapped in oilcloth.
Okay.
It's going to contain a couple of scrolls, one of which is written in Common and the other one is written in Elvish. Do you speak Elvish?
Yep.
Awesome. So that is going to tell you that a band of Zentarum came by,
Okay.
and that they were in search of Duke Zalto's conch to reach the Maelstrom.
I tell you all what he just said. Okay. Are they both the same message in two different languages,
Yes.
or are they two different messages?
Yeah, it's
Maul
the same
looks,
language.
Maul looks at Zeke and says klepto.
I loot the bodies. He's the criminal.
Yeah. I'm the one that's
Fair enough.
Spoils of war.
Do you guys remember what the giant conch is?
I know it's something we're looking for.
So that is how the former storm giant king let his vassals reach his undersea stronghold. And King Hecaton is missing, which was kind of what threw the ordning into its current state.
Zalta's a douche.
True that.
So why would the
Alright.
Zartarum want to get the conch?
They are in the message. You're going to see that they are in the employ of Emerith.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
So Zalto and Emerith aren't as tight as we thought they were.
possibly.
Possibly.
I'm trying to remember where I've heard that.
They're all very
before.
tight. Just
Probably on the last few episodes of Mayhem and Misfits.
I'm trying to think if that's the Wizard Tower guy. Okay.
Nope, it's not. Don't say
Oh,
it.
no?
Don't give it away.
Okay.
Sorry. There's a stream of comedians basically who are playing through the same campaign, and it's a couple of things cross over. So
Yeah, that's. I've heard the name. I have no memory of what it pertains to, though.
that's fine.
So.
So yeah, there's more stairway. You guys want to keep going?
Yep.
I said we keep going.
Cool. Another 100 feet up the stairway. Make another stealth check, everybody. All right, everybody, roll initiative.
Oh.
Oh, who failed?
Both Nurum and Ezekiel.
Big time. But I got a 17 initiative.
That's
How
not
did
very
he
well.
fail if he's on my shoulder?
He still has to roll stealth to not.
Yeah, he's still like shaking and moving. He's got stuff on him that bangs around.
Hold your
He's
shoulders.
wearing half plate armor, so he's still making quite a bit of noise.
So my initiative
My
is
robe. It's like flapping behind us and everything.
What's that?
my initiative modifier is what again?
Your dex.
Okay.
Well, now he gets 20. God damn.
Come on. Seriously? Again?
Ridiculous.
Not even fair, bro.
Oh my god! Look at that. Why am I
Oh,
so bad tonight?
You're cool.
I'm frustrated. That's what I am.
That's one. All right, so we're going to go Zeke and Nurum. Monsters 1 and Monsters 2. All right. Nurum, you are coming up to the top of this particular stairway, and a hippogriff is going to come out of the cave and bite at you with its beak. It has +5 to hit.
That's the thing from Harry Potter, right?
Yep. It is the face of an eagle, the claws of an eagle, or front paws of a lion, wings of an eagle, and the back body of a horse.
okay.
It's going to strike at you with an 8 and miss. And the second one's a 21.
Yeah,
So
21.
you take 8 piercing damage.
8 piercing.
Yep.
I have not had a chance to rage yet, so that's full 8. So.
Yep. And now it's your turn.
All right. It said something about 2 monsters. I only see 1 here.
Yep.
That doesn't sound good, but we sense there's something else here. I'm gonna go ahead and rage and attack this thing here. Oh,
You have to jump off of me first.
yeah. I'll jump off first. Is that part of my action, or?
That's your movement.
Okay, yeah. My movement's just jumping off of Maul's back here. Thanks for the ride, all the same.
I mean, if you want to stay on his back and attack with disadvantage, I'm totally fine with that.
Nah,
Very
nah.
good of you, Rick.
I'll jump down.
You're kind and generous DM.
I'm a
That
benevolent
would be
force.
hilarious to watch, but
21 is going to... Nope, never mind. That was attacking at you. You haven't rolled yet.
no. And the second attack. Oh.
All
No.
right. Roll me percentile dice. So
Uh,
slash roll D100.
Okay, we can just do a D100 here.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
91. All right, cool. You're good. I was going to have you fall prone if you went less than 25.
Gotcha.
You're good.
I'm guessing I missed on both of those, though.
Yes, you did. Actually, no. The 15 hits.
Oh.
So, but you did crit fail the second one. So, go ahead and roll damage for the first one.
Okay. 19.
All right. Hippogriff is deadzo. 19 HP.
Ooh.
Hit you dick. Killing my monster before it even gets to do anything.
Yeah. Hey, he attacked me first.
That's true. That's true. He was kind of a jerk. Ezekiel.
All right,
there's a
I am
dead
going
hippogriff at your
to
feet.
go into the cave with my glowing bracers, and I am going to do handle animal to calm these hippogriffs down if there's another one in there. Is there one?
There is not another hippogriff. There is a I'm sorry. I'm trying to find the page here. There is a chimera.
Oh god.
That's exciting. They're less likely to calm down.
way
Yeah.
less likely to calm down. He
Hippogriff
sort of
would've been
laughs in
so
your
cool
face.
to ride.
Stayed with Nick. You remember, like, so.
Okay, I attack the Chimera.
Okay. 19 hits.
I am going to use my lightning damage as well.
Sweet.
So he takes 21 damage from Ezekiel.
Why is that? Did he really want to stop?
Monsters 1 was the Hippogriff, so Maul, you're up. You hear a loud sort of zap sound coming from the cave, but you're not really sure exactly what's going on in there.
They can see me. I got a bright 30-foot glow around me.
It's around a corner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I mean, he sees the flash of your electrical attack,
Yep. That
and he
makes
knows that you're fighting a monster, but he's not really sure what it is.
Maul walks to the cave opening and looks in.
Sees the Chimera.
He looks at his arm, pulls out the short sword, lays it down on the top of his arm, and takes the cloth and just wraps it around his arm.
Okay.
And ties it off to where it's secure.
All right.
He walks in and just like full out sucker punches the Chimera with the knife arm thing.
Cool. D20 plus 7, and then what's your unarmored strike? Is
It's
D6 plus D4.
yeah.
So make it 2D6 plus D4 because the short sword is a D6.
Okay.
That was kind of cool.
Thank you. That's why I asked earlier. My brain thinks of stuff.
That's normally where your thinking happens.
Ooh.
That's totally hits.
boom.
Okay, so you said
2D6 plus a D4. Plus 4 for your strength.
Gotcha. I've been forgetting to do the +4 to anything.
Now you remember. $11?
Yeah.
Cool. And Monsters 2 is the Chimera. So I would like for Maul and Ezekiel to please make me a dexterity saving throw.
I'm really good at this.
Minus 2. Maul, you get your dex modifier plus 3
Okay.
for your proficiency.
Gotcha.
It's not a natural one.
So that's gonna be okay.
It's not a crit fail. That's all I'm saying.
You're good.
Sort of out of character here. Is there anything that happens if you get a negative roll on something?
Nope.
You can't. It just goes to a 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got it.
All right, so Maul, you are good. You're going to take half damage. Ezekiel, you're going to take all of it. The dragon head of the Chimera kind of roars back and its fire breath weapon. Ezekiel, you're going to take 31 damage.
I'm going to take half of that because of my spike from the fire giant.
That is
Spike.
true. And Maul, you are going to take 15 damage.
Okay.
And then
That hurts.
Ezekiel, you are
Yeah.
going to get attacked with the horns of the goat
Perfect.
head. That is plus 7 to hit. It's a
Misses.
19 versus your armor class.
Misses.
Alrighty. And that is everything I can do with the... Or no, 3 attacks, I'm sorry. It is going to try to bite you with its lion head. That is also plus 7, and it is going to roll a 10.
Misses.
And miss again. Sweet. Nurum, back to you.
All right. How close am I?
You are around the corner and about 25 feet back. So 5 feet to the top of the, or 10 feet to the top of the landing, and then 15 feet deep into the cave.
Gotcha. So I'm gonna run up to it and join in the fray here.
Sweet.
All right, time for me to attack here as well. First attack.
Yep.
24 hits. And a crit.
So that's doubled. Holy shit.
So your
crits a
first
lot.
attack, go ahead and roll the damage for your first attack.
19.
Okay. And then it's a d12 plus 8, so 20, and then roll another d12.
D12 by itself.
Yeah, just a d12 by itself. 49 damage.
No big deal. You're filthy. You're
This
a filthy
is what I
bitch.
get for throwing 6-level monsters at you guys. I gotta start throwing
At
9th
him.
and 10th
At
level
him.
monsters.
That's what you get
You're
for
a
throwing them at
filthy,
him.
By
filthy man.
Ezekiel. Ezekiel's great for the mobs. I'm great for single target damage.
I
You
mean,
are.
yeah, it's awesome. Ezekiel, mop this shit up.
I was about to say, is he still there?
He's got like 5 hit points left.
All right then. I don't hit. I don't mop up.
Oh,
I frown.
Monsters 1 is the hippogriff who's, just sort of like,
contemplating in a pool of its own blood here.
yeah, it's just,
All right, Maul, bring us home.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
he's a pool of inadequacy at this point.
So I realized last turn that I didn't take my second action, but
No, you're good.
so attack. So that's okay.
D20 plus 7. Ezekiel, you had a bad dice night.
I've had a terrible dice night.
Yeah.
First one hits. Second one, no.
Yeah,
You might
second
kill
one's
it on
no.
one though.
Roll the damage on the first one.
Okay, so that is
2d6 plus a
Plus
d4 plus
Plus
4.
4.
Tell me how you kill him.
I'm just gonna slice off the main head with
Which
the
one? There's a dragon, a goat, and a lion.
There's no main head.
Let's go for the dragon.
Yeah, I'll take the dragon's head.
All right.
Put it in my bag.
We're all about decapitating dragons lately.
So you come up with your short sword tied to your arm, just like plunge it straight into the middle of the head of the dragon, and then sort of wrench it, and then pull it off like a corkscrew in a wine bottle. Roll roll percentile dice.
Okay.
So slash roll D100. $31. All right. So if you had rolled less than 10%, I was going to have some of the fiery lava blood of the dragon hit you, but it
Okay.
didn't. So you're good.
Cool. I'm gonna put the head in my bag.
All right. You're going to notice that
I loot the cave.
you're going to notice, Maul, that your bag starts to feel a little hot, and it's going to start to smoke a little bit.
Okay, I'll take it out and just carry it then, on the end of the sword.
It's gonna drip, and it's not gonna do any real damage, but the blood is like of the dragon's head is like lava, and so as it slowly drips out, it's like leaving little black scorch marks behind on the floor.
That's pretty cool.
You feel
I
like
need
this
a
is
bag of
probably a
holding.
bad thing to put into a containment device that will probably burn whatever it touches.
I got it.
Okay. I just need a bag of holding. Is that what I need?
Ezekiel, you said you were looting some bodies.
I loot the temple. Yeah, whatever.
Let's
There's
loot.
no it's a
Freaking
cave.
klepto.
It's a cave. So you're going to find lots of bones of small furry animals.
Neat.
You're going to find a few corpses of some unwary adventurers. but nothing of real significance until you dig into one of the pockets. You're going to find a small black ring with
Neat.
a onyx stone on it, and around it is a snake eating its own tail.
Sexy.
You know
Nice.
that this is a sign of the Zentarum, and if you are found with it in a city, you will probably be hunted down and killed for possessing it because you're not part of the Zentarum. But if you do manage to sell it, you're going to be able to get a ton of money for it. You're not sure quite how much.
Neat. Zentarum guys got eaten.
They did.
Can I tell if the hippogriff was nesting here or anything like that? Is this
It
where
was
the hippogriff
prey.
lives?
I'm pregnant.
The hippogriff was prey for the chimera.
And see, I was about to Harry Potter this shit. Do the whole approaching scene to the hippogriff, try and befriend it.
Nope, it
Oh,
was
I was
scared out of
thinking-
its mind. It was going to attack you either way.
Gotcha.
It
Well,
bit me. I got
I was
pissed.
going to use the spell command, and then I was going to do it.
Anymore to me because I did it for a couple years.
That might have worked
Maybe.
if it got a chance to live.
Good point.
Sorry, I got angry.
Not around the angry little dwarf.
It attacked first. I get it.
I mean, it did.
I don't blame you.
It totally attacked first. All right. Are you guys good to call it a night here?
Yeah.
Sure.
Probably a good spot. Yeah.
It's 10:40, so I figure we're 3 encounters and 2 encounters and a skill challenge. We're probably good for tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good times, dude.
I will save this then.
Let me know what you want to do with the Hill Amethyst. I will send you the PDF tonight, or
Okay.
maybe tomorrow morning. You guys good for 2 weeks?
Yeah, no.
Sure.
Yeah. The thing on when is that day for that?
The 29th?
Yeah, that's a separate thing, right?
Completely
So,
separate. Yep. We are rolling characters just for that.
gotcha. Okay.
Andrew, Will, I would invite you, but you're really far away. Andrew, if you're interested, we are going to be running the Tomb of Horrors on the 29th at my house.
Cool.
Are you gonna be? No, you can't stream it, can you? Shit.
Nah,
Okay.
I can't stream a live game from my house. We're going to be rolling characters specifically for the Tomb of Horrors.
Cool.
So,
I think I should be, you said the 29th?
29th, 3 o'clock.
29th, 3 o'clock. I will be back from LA, so I have to double check with Congress, but I'm probably good to go.
Cool. Maybe a completely different group, guys you don't know. So,
Okay.
Okay.
I don't bite.
yeah, I figured. All right, 2 weeks, invites going out.
Cool.
Good game, guys.
Right on. Thanks for running, Rick.
Yep. Great
I'm
as
glad
well.
I was able to put my ingenuity to use.
Yes.
I was like, I'm not doing enough damage. Let's strap a sword to my arm.
Let's see how this works.
That was
Yes.
pretty impressive. Worked pretty well.
That was pretty cool. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off. We'll see you later.
Yep. Till next time.